Hola, I'm Alaska Latina, and if my face looks a little puffy and stuff, I've been crying a little emotional on and on for the last couple of days. So let's go ahead and just forget about that and start making some food. All right. So unfortunately, I don't have any breadcrumbs for our chicken and waffles. By the way, we're making chicken and waffles, but I do have a brand new bag of Ritz and some chips. So let's get started. Okay, so you put your chips in a blender. You put some Ritz. Don't fill it up to the top. And if you have one of those food processors, it will probably go a lot smoother than this. But you know what? We work with what we got. Okay, so once that is done, you're just going to repeat the process. Put your breadcrumbs in here, or your chip crumbs. Season it with whatever you want. I'm going to leave it the way it is because these chips are pretty salty. So we're just going to leave it the way it is and keep on doing this. Okay, we have our breadcrumbs. It looks like it's not that much, but it is. Or maybe it does look. It's a pretty big container. We're going to set this aside for now, and then we're going to go ahead and cut up our chicken. All right, we are back. Now I'm just preparing the chicken. I'm cutting it up. So each time I make this, it's always different. Sometimes I'll do like little nugget bite size. Sometimes I'll do giant strips like I'm kind of making now. Sometimes I'll do, like what's that called? Fillets or something, when you cut them up super thin and stuff and whatever and pound it down. Cold cuts. No, don't even remember. So this is pretty easy. You're just going to go, sometimes I'll add some more seasoning, but I thought it was going to be too much just because of like the whole salt with the crackers and the chips. If you're wondering, I am talking to my husband. So I'm just adding a couple of eggs, mixing it up, adding a little water. I'm dunking all the, chicken into the eggs right there, into egg mixture, mixing it up really good, putting it into the breadcrumbs or chip cracker crumbs and putting it aside. So yeah, this is just me kind of doing this over and over and over again. So this is actually why I ended up cutting it a little bit of it and just kind of fast forwarding it. So I did kind of fall off the bandwagon, but you gotta excuse me, it was a little emotional and things going on. First I ended up trying to look for my brother, and then the next day I was like, holy crap, I ended up finding out that my mom definitely has passed away, but I can't find a whole lot of information. And go follow my TikTok. It's been like but I guess if TikTok bans, then I guess come back here, because I'm going to be sharing a lot more here then, I guess. Yeah, so if you ever want to find me, remember, if TikTok goes away, I will be here on YouTube or on my Instagram or on my Facebook. So, yeah, Alaska_Latina or Alaska Latina. This is what it comes out to be. They're all done. I put it in the refrigerator. So this is me just making the waffle mix. Now that we're done with the chicken nuggets. Or chicken strips, probably. Okay, so if you're new here, this is nothing new, and you'll understand what I'm talking about in just a second. So, I started off, I had the full recipe. Then I was thinking, oh no, that's quite a lot. So let me just do half. Then about halfway through when I was doing the flour, okay, I have a little bit more than half, but not quite enough. So it's one of those things, you know what, I'm just winging it. So the recipe is, I don't even know. I'm going to put the recipe down at the bottom. I did like 3-ish thirds or quarters of this recipe, and I think I added just a little bit too much baking powder just now. As you can tell, and if you're new here, again, this is something that I always do. I do not measure, or not that often, or not very well. I don't know. So I didn't have vanilla extract. So when I don't have vanilla extract, to add a little sweetener, I actually use brown sugar. Later on, you'll find out what that does to the waffle coloring, but it still tastes delicious. Everybody likes it. So I ended up having to get the squirt gun, or not really a squirt gun, but the spray bottle, because the cat started walking around. I'm like, no, I don't think so. So I just threatened her with that. We do a lot of cat threatening up in here in this house. Yes. So I'm super excited. My husband's actually going to be off of work for his 2 weeks off for his job. So he starts this weekend, so I'm like super excited. Usually the first couple of days he just kind of lounge, because his job, he works 13 to 15 hour days. It's like up and down roofs, constantly carrying, moving heavy equipment, and he works out okay. His job is very physical, very demanding. So the first couple of days he just kind of sleeps, eats, and plays video game. Doesn't really have a schedule. He tries to sleep in as long as he can. Sometimes that works, sometimes that does not. So it's just one of those things that the first couple of days, first maybe 4 days, I'll let him do whatever he wants. Do what you want. Do nothing. I don't care. You're good, honey. When I'm home, I'll try to just feed him. I'll just if he's playing video games, I'll just shove food at him. I should probably share that. Since he'll be, I think he starts on technically Saturday, but he's going to be working for the landlady Saturday and Sunday, so we will start Monday. Yeah, I was mixing this for a while. Oh, this. Okay, this is me making the waffles. Okay, you see the coloring? Yeah, it's okay. They come out delicious. They are not burned, I promise. Oh, they were so good. And we have extras. Pop them in the in the oven for later. Good to go for a quick, easy breakfast. Slap some peanut butter, which just reminds me, I need to get some peanut butter. I really need to get some peanut butter. Close her up. And voila, dinner is served. Hope you guys had a good one. See you Saturday.